Yeah, students, in the previous video lecture, we have discussed factors affecting resistance, and those factors are: number one, R proportional to L. L is length of the conductor. And number two, R inversely proportional to area of cross section. Now, if I combine these two, I can write R is directly proportional to L by A, where L is length of the conductor and A is area of cross section. So therefore you can write R. If I remove this proportionality, I can include a constant. R is equal to rho L by A. This is equation for electrical resistance, and rho is equal to R A divided by L. This is equation for electrical resistivity. So rho is called electrical resistivity. Electrical resistivity, rho, depends on nature of material and temperature. It depends on nature of the material and as well as temperature. Resistivity changes for different materials, rho will be different, and as temperature increases, resistivity increases. So as temperature increases, resistivity increases. And unit of resistivity. Unit of resistivity. So you have rho is equal to R A by L. What is unit of resistance? Unit of resistance is ohm. Unit of area of cross section is meter square. By length, unit of length is meter. Meter and meter gets cancelled. Rho has unit, ohm, meter, and rho is also called specific resistance. Resistivity is also called specific resistance of the conductor. Unit of resistivity is ohm meter. Right? These are the things we need to know. And now coming to resistance, as we already know, R is equal to rho L by A. Okay, and reciprocal of resistance is called conductance. Conductance is denoted with G. G is equal to 1 by R, that is A divided by rho into L. Okay, reciprocal of resistance is called conductance. Conductance is denoted with G. And what about unit of conductance? Unit of conductance is 1 by ohm, and 1 by ohm is called mho, or you can even write it reversely. Symbol of mho is this. OHM is ohm. You need to just reciprocal that. OHM, if you write it in reverse, it becomes MHO. So this is the technique which has been given by ohm. Reciprocal of resistance is conductance. Conductance unit is mho. Okay, and coming to other one, reciprocal of resistivity is called conductivity. Reciprocal of resistivity is called conductivity. Conductivity is denoted with sigma. I can write sigma is equal to 1 by rho This is L divided by RA. That is equation for conductivity. Conductivity is L by RA. And what about unit of conductivity? Unit of conductivity is 1 by ohm meter, or you can write 1 by ohm is mho meter inverse, or its a symbol is denoted with mho meter inverse. And remember, mho is also called Siemens. It is also called Siemens. Siemens is reciprocal of ohm. So unit of conductance is also called Siemens. Reciprocal of resistivity is called conductivity. Conductivity is 1 by rho. As rho has unit ohm meter, 1 by ohm is mho, or mho can also be written as Siemens. Therefore, you can even write Siemens meter inverse is the other unit of conductivity. So these are the important things which you can learn from resistance and resistivity. So comparisons between resistance and resistivity. First comparison is their formula. Second comparison is resistance changes with length and area for same material. Whereas resistivity for a same material, it is independent of length and area. And remember, this is for same material. Whereas resistivity is independent of length and area for given material. So if the material is not changing, it is independent of length and area. And next, resistance increases with temperature. Resistivity also increases with temperature. For a given metal, resistance can change with length and area, but for a given material, resistivity is constant. It depends only on nature of the material. 1 by resistance is called conductance. 1 by resistivity is called conductivity. Unit of resistance is ohm. Unit of resistivity is ohm meter. Both are different. Okay. Resistance and resistivity, conductance and conductivity. Clear? Let us take two conductors. You are taking a conductor. Its length is L1 and area of cross section is A1. Taking another conductor whose length is L2, area of cross section is A1. Area of cross section is same, but length is different. So for two different conductors, this is same material, so its resistivity is rho, its resistivity is also rho. Now how do you write resistance for first conductor? R1 is equal to rho L1 by A1. How do you write resistance for the second conductor? R2 is equal to rho L2 divided by A1, because area of cross section is same. So I can now take ratio of these two. R1 by R2 is equal to L1 by L2 into A2 divided by A1. But however, this total become equal to 1. Area of cross section A2 is equal to A1. Then in such cases, this is equal to 1. So I can write R1 by R2 is equal to L1 divided by L2. This is one example. Next, coming to next one more example. You are taking a conductor of some length. Area of cross section is A1. Its length is L. And you are taking another conductor of different area of cross section. Length is L, but area of cross section is A2. And as these two materials are same, it has resistivity rho, it has resistivity rho. In such case, what do you write? R1 is equal to rho L divided by A1. R2 is equal to rho L divided by A2. Now take ratio of these two. R1 by R2 is equal to rho L by A1 into A2 divided by rho L. Rho L gets cancelled. That is A2 divided by A1. That is next example. Next, you may take conductors of different lengths. You have a conductor of length L1, area of cross section A1, its resistivity is rho. You are taking another conductor of length L2, area of cross section A2, but same material rho. In such case, you can write resistance R is equal to, first resistance is rho L1 by A1. For the second conductor, R2 is equal to rho L2 by A2. Now if you take ratio of these two, R1 by R2 is equal to rho L1 by A1 by rho L2 by A2. Rho and rho gets cancelled. This is L1 by A1 into A2 by L2. Therefore, you can simply write R1 by R2 is equal to L1 by L2 into A2 by A1. If length and area of cross section both are changing, in such case, you will be using both the relations. R1 by R2 is equal to ratio of lengths and as well as ratios of area of cross section. That is, these are the three examples. Only in this first example, what we have considered is A is equal to constant. In the second example, what we have considered is L is equal to constant. Okay, A is equal to constant and rho is equal to constant. Here also rho is equal to constant. And in this third case, rho is equal to constant. But length and as well as area both are changing. L not equal to constant and A not equal to constant. So depending on the problem given to you, on what factors, like in the question, whether it is length changing or area of cross section changing or nature of the material changing, based on that you can use any one of these three relations and you can solve the problem. Okay, next, one more example. Let me take a conductor. Understand, this is one more different one. It has length L and area of cross section as A, or you can write it as L1 A1. It has resistivity rho, okay, and it has some volume V. What I am doing is, this material is recasted. This material is recasted and it is being elongated to some area of cross section. Okay, here area of cross section is A2, length has increased to L2, resistivity of the material is the same, volume is equal to constant. Volume is equal to constant, so that means here it is V1 and here it is V2. V1 is equal to V2, that is equal to V. What you are doing here, you are recasting. This is called a recasting of metal. Recasting of metal mean you are taking the same conductor and you are making that conductor to elongate. Suppose you are taking a wire of length 5 centimeter, that will definitely have some resistance. Corresponding to that, it will have some area of cross section. What you are doing is, you are elongating that conductor to 10 centimeter. As you are elongating the length, what happens to area of cross section? Area of cross section would definitely decrease. Therefore, in this case, as length increases, what is happening? Area of cross section is decreased. As metal is elongated, area decreases and length increases. But volume of metal is same. Volume is constant in the universe. It obey conservation of volume. Volume is not changing. In such case, what do you write? Resistance of the first conductor, what do you write it as? You will be writing it as R1 is equal to rho L1 by A1. But in this case, A1 and L1 both are variable. Similarly, R2 is equal to rho L2 by A2. We will be writing it, most of the cases we will be writing it. But you should not use these relations in this case, because A is variable, L is variable, L is variable, A is variable. In such cases, these formulas are not valid. Then what you will do? What I do is, I'll simply write R is equal to rho L by A. I'll multiply numerator and denominator with L. Therefore, it is rho L square divided by A into L is volume. Okay. So if resistivity of the conductor and volume of the conductor are constant, R is directly proportional to L square if rho by V is equal to constant. Therefore, I can write for the first conductor R1 proportional to L1 square, and for the second conductor R2 proportional to L2 square. Then I'll write R1 by R2 is equal to L1 square divided by L2 square. Most of you will make mistake in these type of problems. You should be very careful with this. So when the nature of material is the same, and if the material is being recasted, in such cases, length and area both will be varied, but volume of the conductor will be changed. If volume of the conductor is changed, rather than taking R proportional to L, you need to take R proportional to L square. Okay. So R proportional to L and R proportional to L square are not same. They are different. R proportional to L only if area is constant. And in case of second, like R proportional to L square, their volume is constant. And remember, in all these first three examples, volumes are not same. Volume may be changed. Here V is not equal to constant because these are two different materials. And here also V not equal to constant. And here also V not equal to constant. But here in the last case, V is equal to constant. Therefore, all the formulas which we have used in the first three examples, they are not applicable if volume of the conductor is the same. That's very important point you need to understand. Students, so far in the past video lectures, we have discussed all these formulas. F is equal to QE. We have derived equation for force, acceleration, drift velocity. We have two equations for drift velocity. And we have learned Ohm's law, V is equal to IR. And we have learned equation for resistance, R is equal to rho L by A. And we have got equation for current, I is equal to Q by T, where Q is equal to NE by T. And we have got R1 by R2 is equal to L1 by L2 if A is equal to A and rho is equal to constant. V not equal to constant. And in this case, if L and rho are constants, V not equal to constant. Similarly, in this case, only rho is constant, V not equal to constant. And here only V is equal to constant. Rho is equal to constant. And this condition, this last one, it is only valid for, this is valid when metals are recast. So that means one material it is been recasted to other. For example, I can take a conductor. So I can take a conductor, like you have a conductor like this. Okay. Now what you are doing, this conductor can be recasted to a disc, or this conductor of length L can be recasted to a circle, right? This is a wire of length L and area of cross section. What is being done now? This wire is being recasted to a ring, and this ring has length L is equal to 2 pi r, where r is circumference of this circle. This is radius r. Length is being changed. Area of cross section is also varied. Here area of cross section is A1, and this is L1, this is L2. Area of cross section here will be A2, right? Area of cross section will be different in this case. But volume, first one, volume of the second one, both are equal. So when you are recasting the material, by obeying conservation of volume, volume does not change, only length and area may be changed. In such cases, R proportional to L square we will be considering, and we will be using definition of conservation of volume in solving problems. These are the important formulas so far we have discussed in past video lectures.